Right, so we're doing another video today and we are on this garage roof. This is a hipped garage roof, as you can see. This is the garage roof. And it goes up to a flat roof on top. The rafters are 6x2, ceiling joist 6x2, and then the flat roof joist is 6x2. The flat roof is a cold roof, which means it's got no insulation on top of the roof. It's just in between the flat roof joists. The main structure of it really is the hips go up to a 6x2 ring beam, and then the load is transferred down onto a double 6x2 that will run down below off a double hanger off of the plate on the wall. So we'll set up a time lapse of us sort of cutting it, making some templates, getting it on the wall, and yeah, just set up a time lapse and show you how we're doing it really. Right, so we've got to this point now. You've seen on the last time lapse we've got the ceiling joists in, we've got these double sixes in, bolted everything to the back of the wall. Now what Alf and myself are doing is we're cutting a rafter to go into there. We'll get another rafter into here, and then we'll use this template rafter coming up from that point down there up here. Where they both intersect, that means this creates a square 45-degree angle, or 90-degree angle should I say, for your hip to then come up and strike. We'll then cut this off, where it will then take this king commons to create the hip, and get a double 6x2 to then create the ring beam. We'll do whatever we do here, we'll do the other side, then we'll get the ring beam in, and then it's just a case of infilling all the rafters, getting the flat roof joists in, furring it and applying it. So we'll set up a time lapse now of Alf cutting the rafters. I'll be in here fitting, and yeah, we'll set a time lapse up now. Right, so I thought I'd just do a quick video on just showing you what we've just done there to explain it a bit further for people. So we've got a rafter in there, a rafter in here, they're the same length, and then this is also the same length. So these are called king common rafters. So that goes up, you can see we've notched that over the double. We're going to timber lock straight through there, through it, and you know, there'll be another one just on. And then this will then create where the hip's going to go. So you stand here now, you can see that square up to there. And there, when you're doing the hip, on a normal roof, if that was a ridge, the measurement for the center of the building is the same this way. So obviously if that was a meter, this would then be a meter to create an equal square 90-degree for the hip to go in. So now, like I said, I'm going to go over there, do the same, get the ring beam in. Another thing I'll show you is up here, we cut that back a thickness more, so when we fix this on we can fix through into that. It's got a double underneath it, but it's just good practice to do that. But yeah, set the camera up, do another time. Right, so now we've got this section in, we've got that section in, and we've got the ring beam, so to speak, in. We're going to get this in infilled, that side infilled. Just another tip is when you put this ring beam in, it's straight. In our circumstance, it's straight, but you could always put a bit of timber off the blockwork wall to this and fix it straight. Get yourself a rafter in, because you don't want to be leaning rafters against it and you'll get a bow in it, you know. So yeah, so we're going to stop for something to eat now, and when we get back, we're going to infill it all and try and get the hips in. So yeah, we'll come back to you then. Oh yeah, and also another thing is on these sides we're going to do them 400 centers, but we've come onto this job and someone else has already started and they've done them at 600 centers. Even though it's a hand cut roof, I've tried saying should be 400 centers, sorry. They still want to go with 600. So we wouldn't normally do this at 600 centers, but we just work a bees, so we have to do it 600 centers on this one. But going forward, we're going to try and tell him to get more timber so we can do it at 4s. But yeah, we're going to go to tea now, and we'll catch you back once. I'll set you up on a time lapse when we get back of us infilling all of this. Right, so just a quick one. Alf's just over there cutting the rafters to infill that side, so I thought I'd just throw this hip in. So just a quick one. This 45-degree roof, normal commons, this hip's going to go in at 35 degrees because it normally changes from 8 to 12 degrees or 8 to 10. So I cut this over the back here so that can sit down. I smashed the brickwork out a bit. Another thing to add, this is 8x2, they're 6x2. So when you have the flip cut that you'll see later in the video, it will be the full depth of this, so it's full bearing. Cut through this at 45 degrees on the shoulder. I marked the center of that and I just cut through that square, and that will cut the other side 45. Just saves a bit of mucking around with a saw. But yeah, I'll set you back on the time lapse and you'll see us infilling all of this now. So we're at this stage now. We've got a jacks in, got a hip in. You can see now about how I said about putting this in so you've got the full depth. This 8x2 takes the full depth, as you can see from that side. You can see what I said about cutting them on the flip. You get all that in nice and tight. We've got that double post, king post or whatever you'd want to call it up underneath that, taking the ring beam. All the rafters infilled. Down here we'll probably put another one 400 away just to pick up for the fascia and soffit, but now we're just going to jump around the other side and put the hip in, and then we'll probably just get footage now of us doing the flat roof and plying it and getting the fascia and soffit on, because you've seen us put this in. So yeah, that's it.
your own game. Play your own game. Play your own game. You got to play your own game. Baby, time to show them all you are.
Right, so now you can see we've got everything in. All of the hips are in, everything. Got all the ceilings going back through. You can see you got all the ceilings in both ways. We've got them posts coming up everywhere. Tops on hangers. All we've got left to do now is fur in and ply it, and then that's it. Because the fascia and soffit is out of hardy plank, but I don't think we have any on site at the moment, so we'll have to come back for that at a later date. But yeah, this is fully done now. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you sort of learned a little bit of how to do a cut roof. And yeah, like and subscribe.